What up? I'm back. What's up, man? Today, what happened today? Today was perfect, man. Every day is so perfect. I've been having a hard time, like, waking up super early. It's just off and on. It's real weird. My sleep's not been the best, but when I do fall asleep, like, I'll sleep and then I'll wake up. Like, some days I'll have dreams, but some days I don't. I didn't think I had any last night that I remember. But today was cool, man. I'm trying to think what I do. Woke up, whipped some dirt in my mouth, took a shower, Diametaceous earth, but took a shower, loaded up, hooked up my lawnmower, went and cut some yards. What else did I do? Talked to one woman. It's so funny. Like I pull up at this one house and the woman, she pulls in. I guess she came home from church or something. She was like, "You learn anything new?" And I was like, "Well, like what do you mean?" She's like, "You learn anything new?" I was like, "Well, the color of love is green." Everything green, like green, love is alive. Like everything green is alive. For the most part. But plants, trees, everything alive is love. And whatever. And then what did I do? So then I got done whatever, and then what did I do? I don't know what time I got back, and then I got protein I had to eat. Hung out there for a minute. What else, man? And then, people cool, man. Just had good conversation with people today. It was awesome, nice. The dude speeding. Then what else? And then I started making, I don't know, man. I like I said, I got 3 confirmations on doing something, so I started it today. Like I said, once I get 3 confirmations or someone says I should do something, then I do it. And I'm trying to I hope tomorrow will be better. I gotta start writing things down. Like, I gotta do a little studying on this though, to kind of see how I'm gonna do this. What's gonna be the best way to do it. I'm really new to it. I have no idea how to use it. It's just me talking on another platform. I don't know how to. I know how to do it. I'll figure it out. But I think I just need to be better at throughout the day writing down my thoughts on paper so I can speak them, and it's more. Whatever. I do everything in one take, man, and I'm gonna do it like this forever. I don't see, and I was kind of juggling it. So like a lot of it, I look at the world and I look at this TikTok and Instagrams and the Facebooks and everyone, like they take 35 pictures, 100 pictures, and then they post one. And I'm like, dude, that just makes 0 sense to me. Like, the amount of time that you waste. For what? For a fake perfection. It's not even perfect. That's the point. The point is, if you have to do it multiple times, it's not perfect. The first time you do it should be perfect. And this is me coming from construction field. Well, everything that I do has to be close to perfect. This is me with a fake idea that my worth is perfection. Like I have to be perfect to get my worth with whatever that may be, this money system, and the job has to be perfect. And so now I'm going, well, wait a minute. Is perfection worth my time? Is being perfect in the eyes of everybody else in the world worth my time? Or is being perfect what I deem to be perfect? And that means doing the act one time. Mistake, not a mistake. Crooked, not crooked. Blemish, not blemish. But doing it one time. You know, eyes closed, eyes open. Like, that moment, once it's done, it's perfect. There's nothing we can do about it. We cannot take it back. It's done forever. And then if we capture that moment in film or recording, it's one time. It's perfect. Why practice? Practice makes perfect. Practice never makes perfect. Practice makes permanent. And the more I do this, the better my content will become. The more I speak, the better speaker I will become. But I will never, I don't strive ever to be this perfect whatever. I strive every day to be a better human being and to become better at things. Become better at acts. But I am not. I am not going to waste, 30 minutes for one picture. That makes zero sense to me. It's a waste. For what? To impress who? It's not about impressing anybody. It's about being your true, authentic self in the moment. And then capturing that moment for other people to see. And being proud of that. And being confident in that. And not playing games and not playing make-em-ups. And not lying. Not lying to yourself and not lying to the rest of the world. But just being you. And, that's it. Like, no matter what I do from now on, like, it's one or two pictures tops. Like, if it didn't, like, obviously, if I took a picture of something and it didn't come out, like, showing that at all, I'm going to take another one. But, within reason, obviously, but, like, it's done. Like, whatever I do, take one take done. Like, that's perfection. And I will prove it to you. If someone wants to battle me, that's... Because once it's done, it's perfect. Because if it was meant to be something else, it would have been. So every moment is perfect. Yes, repercussions are real. But it was perfect. Otherwise, it would have been different. And today was cool, man. My energy was weird today, bro. It was actually super weird. Yeah. And, I don't know, man. I'm kind of stuck between worlds still, and ideas, and rules and regulations, and like what. I just don't know. I need I don't know. I'm still torn between like the old world and the new world. I'm still torn between all these rules and regulations and not. I'm still torn between what I was taught and then what's really true. Because it's like now I'm a certain age and stuff's going on and it's like what's okay for me to do? Like I need all the experiences I can get. Like, and they're not good or bad, but they do have repercussions. So I'm trying to find out what I want. And I had thoughts a while ago. And I've even thought about ideas, and it's like, man, it's starting to make a lot more sense. Like life is starting to make a lot more sense for me. And to me it's looking like my future is gonna be one that's different. That I'm gonna live a life that's a lot different than I was taught. It looks like I'm gonna be living a life that, dude, starting to look really well, like cool. Like I'm starting to get really excited about it, and it's starting to make a lot of sense. because I'm starting to understand who I am. I'm starting to understand completely who I am and what I'm truly capable of, and what I'm truly worthy of, and I'm getting really excited about it. Like it's gonna be worth it all in the end, and I'm super excited, and I think it will work, bro. I know it will. Because I'm such a different human being that I can make it work. And yeah, it's looking weird, bro. And it's cool because I had a weird intuition about it a while ago about the idea, and now it's looking even better for me. Well, it's not looking better, but it's becoming more of a reality for me. And it's starting to make a lot of sense. Because if I'm the creator of my world, like, I'm getting what I'm creating. So what I want is going to happen because I'm the one choosing it, and I'm changing my mind and my body and all of me to make it work. And I'm actually it's really weird, but not really, but when it comes, yeah, in the future it's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be cool for me, and it's, it's going to be a hard pill for people to swallow, I think, but that's just me. Like, if you don't like it, that is what it is, bro. Like, don't waste your energy on me, man. Worry about yourself, and be the best version of yourself. Try and better yourself. Like, don't waste your energy on what other people are doing. That makes zero sense to me. Like, don't infringe on people's free will, and try and better yourself. Try and be the best version of yourself for you and your kids and your wife, whoever you love. Like, come on, bro. I don't know, man. It's crazy, dude. I was supposed to have a business meeting tonight, and that fell through. And I knew it. I kind of knew it was. I had to, because because where I'm at in life, like, I don't see it as being my future. Like, I cannot see it. Like, it makes zero sense to me. And I asked some people I was talking to today. I was like, look, if this is my goal, is to have a wife and kids in the future, and then I had an opportunity to sign on for something for 3 years where I'm working 6 days a week, however many hours, trying to make money, just so my wife could have a Mercedes-Benz and a nice house and all this stuff. I was like, that just doesn't seem logical to me. Yes, I would be providing for my mate with nice material things, but then I would be neglecting her and my kids from love and time. I was like, and that makes zero sense, because the whole point of what I'm doing now is to make sure that I never do that to the people that I love, that I do not neglect them, and that I give them the time that they deserve, the time that they need, the time that that they're worthy of my love and time. Like, so there's got to be the balance there. Because if I felt like I was neglected, and this has nothing to do with my mom or whatever, she had to work all the time. It's this money system. It's this whole system where you have to sacrifice your time to eat, to drink, to have shelter, to pay for school, for daycare, for after school care, and because you're working all the time. Like, and then you neglect your kids. And it's a very sucky situation. It's very difficult, and it just makes zero sense, because all it does is it creates a cycle of neglected kids that get left behind, and they're not protected, and they're just out there free in the world, like not getting the love they need, not getting the tools they need to survive, not understanding, not getting time from the parents, not being safe and secure. And the system is wrong. The system doesn't work. Like, this system doesn't work. It works in the sense of it creates slaves. It creates broken human beings. You know, it creates criminals. Because, like, this system is literally like, it's all about money. Everything is about money. Like so whatever. So that the first business thing, what fell through, and I talked to him on the phone, and whatever, man. And he was kind of tore up about it. I was like, dude, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, bro. Like, I get it. And he was upset, and I'm just like, well, I mean, obviously it's not meant to be right now. It's like, who knows, in 6 months, maybe it will be meant to be. I was like, but evidently it's not right now. And, maybe there's still a way we can do it in the future. But I'm not going to sign on for 6 days a week, I'll tell you that. It's not going to happen. And, but whatever, so then I went to another business thing, and, ended up staying there for probably an hour and a half talking. And, we're just talking about everything, talking about the world, talking about inflation, really, like this crazy pricing on materials, products, and it's just outrageous, bro. It's outrageous. The government is just pickpocketing us. They're running through our funds. Stock market is just draining people's retirements, and they're causing this. They're literally causing this so they can come in and try and save us. They created the problem. But this is how they want to do, like, master takeover. And it's disgusting. It's truly disgusting. And every day it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And like, what can you do? Because, like, it's just ridiculous, man. And they're just pickpocketing us right in front of our eyes. We talked about gas, and she was like, well, like a while ago or a year ago, you could fill up for $40, and now it's $80. I mean, it's literally double. And the wages ain't doubling. Like, people, like, yes, they doubled minimum wage, but that really did nothing. Because the people that had already higher paying jobs, like, they didn't double that. So really, it's just bringing up, it's literally just making one class or two classes, the super rich elite, and then everyone else. Like, that's what they're doing. That's literally what they're doing right in front of our eyes. They're taking away classes, and it's going to be one class. And then they're, all these employers and self-employed people and small businesses, like, they're not going to be, they can't afford, they can't afford to stay open. Like, they're not going to be able to. And the government's going to have to step in and take over everything. That's what they're trying to do. And that's literally what they're trying to do, man. And I don't know the answer. I don't know how we fight against this. I don't know. Because they're doing a good job. They're controlling the food. Well, ultimately, they're controlling the prices of gas. And then that trickle down affects everything else. And they're just pickpocketing us, like, little by little, man. And I don't know how it gets fixed. I literally don't. Other than we go stop it. We go take it back. Like, I don't know. And it's going to be a hard transition, though. But we got to do it at some point. We probably need to do it before we have nothing left. We probably got to do it while we still have food in our bellies, Like, that's the point. It's like, we're going to wait until it's too late. And we're not going to have strength to fight. And we don't even have to fight, really. We just got to stand up. and start walking together as humans. And, and forget our differences, because we're all the same. And ultimately, we're just poor people. We're just a lower class of people. And the governments and the people in charge are running everything. And before we know it, it's going to be done. And we're going to be hungry. And then we're going to sign our lives away. It's disgusting. We got to do something now. Now. I don't know what we do other than cause the collapse ourselves before they're ready. To be honest. And I don't know the repercussions of that. But I don't see any other way. Man, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. How do we... I talked about it. Some ideas is like, what do we really need in this world? So, and it looks like we're almost living for the weekend. Like everyone is. Everyone's living for entertainment. This is what's causing crazy amount of money loss. Where if everyone was only focusing on, if the money was all focused on food, water, shelter, medical, and then all that money was divvied back into that, and we kind of got away from entertainment for a while, like sports teams, all this stuff, and I don't know, man. It just seems weird. It seems like we're all just trying to escape. Ultimately, escape what? Escape the fact that we're broken inside, and escape that we have traumas and we had terrible childhoods and we're abused and neglected, and I don't know. We just don't need that entertainment for a while. There's free entertainment that we could use. We could get back to nature and go swimming and go hiking and biking and rollerblading and walking and running and do all these free activities instead of, paying somebody $20 million a year to play a sport. Because that money could be used for other things, to provide food for everybody. I don't know. I don't know the right answer. I'm just spitballing stuff, trying to figure out, we're getting robbed. The government's just coming in here, taking everything away from us. 1 quarter at a time, And, It's disgusting, man. I don't know what to do. And it's just terrible. And then you see all these single mothers and there's no way, man. And they're living paycheck to paycheck, barely scraping by, and it's what's the answer, man? And then the healthcare, childcare is outrageous. How does one do this? It's do we need just non-profit childcare places? But then you got the problem of keeping the kids safe and vetting the people that work there. And it's so confusing, man. I don't know. And then it brings me to we can't have no rules. That's not a thing. It is not a thing because humans are so stupid and so crazy and just so we can't We can't just let people just run and do whatever they want. We really can't, because that's what we got now. So there has to be real repercussions to things. Like, we can't be stealing people. We can't be stealing. We can't be infringing on people's free will. Like, the sex trafficking is outrageous and it's disgusting. And it's like, how do you stop it? You know, how do you stop it? Like, how the innocence of young kids and women and even males. Like, a lot of people don't think that males are getting trafficked, but they are. And obviously it's probably easier for them to get younger males than older ones, but they still, you know, but it's not very hard. Like, you dope them up or whatever. Like, it's just bad. This world is crazy, bro. And it's just, everyone is broken. Everyone's running from themselves and just trying to figure out ways to escape when they can. Like, and run. Just run, and fill their life with pleasure, and which is fine. Like, it's cool, whatever. Like, pleasure's there for a reason, but we take it too far. We take everything to the extreme, and I know, because I do everything to the extreme. I'm the first to tell you, bro. Like, I do everything to the extreme. Everything. And, you know, I mean, in the near future, I'm going to do it again. And, in new avenues and new experiences, yes. I'm going to take it to the extreme because I want to, because I can. And I think I can handle it. I know I can handle it. And I want the experiences. But then it was cool, man. I just love hanging out with people. Like, I really enjoy it. I really do. Like, it's fun for me, and just trying to figure this all out, man. And I'm trying not to, I don't know. I'm trying not to, I guess I word it like this. I'm trying not to make any mistakes, but then it's like, but mistakes are good. They're perfect. Because they're not really mistakes in the moment. And they're perfect. The repercussions are real. And you have to deal with those. But some things don't have any repercussions. That's weird. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. But the day was cool, and I don't really have a lot to talk about because it's kind of like it was kind of a weird day. And I guess I just have a lot of stuff I can't talk about. Like, this stuff was for me only, and it was fire, and it's a lot of information. And let's see, like, so I didn't talk last night when I got home. I just went. I had to go to like a graduation dinner and just hung out with family and stuff. And we had some good talks and we talked about some stuff and I was just, you know, telling them a lot about pride and ego and just what I see about pride and ego and that's it, man. It's like the biggest downfall of everything that came up today. It's pride and ego. It's pride and ego. And until you can overcome that pride and ego, you're never going to change. And you're just never going to change. And we also kind of we talked about so much stuff, man. talked about legal marriage, and it's so weird, really. Like you could be married to somebody and not need to go get legally married, and they've implemented stuff to make it to where you have to go get married, and but then when you do that, you give away a lot of control. When you're married under the state and stuff like that, and the government, they have a right to come get your kids. They have a they won't let you go see your loved one in the hospital. Like you're not allowed to go into the room if you're not married to them, if they're not family. Like the stupid stuff like that to make you get married, and it's messed up. Like, dude, it's just a money pit because then they know that people are going to get divorced, and then that's going to keep lawyers doing this, and then two households paying more taxes. And, dude, it's all just a big scam, dude. All of it is a scam. All of it's a scam, bro. Dude, it's all just a scam to keep the money system going. It's so disgusting. But we do need rules. I will say that. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I'm trying to just figure out how, if I was to make a utopia, like, how would you do it? Because you gotta have rules. We can't be stealing. We can't be killing. We can't be infringing on other people's free will. Like, there's actually not that many rules. I guess for a human like me, there's not that many. I mean, I guess you got safety stuff. And unintentional stuff. But I don't really know, man. There's a way to make this world better. Like, and I'm just trying to figure it out. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that everyone was like-minded. And everyone just loved completely. Then we wouldn't have all this other stuff. But I don't see how we get to that point yet. I don't know, man. And it's so weird because I'm such a rebel. Like, it's like I know what I want, and I want everyone to be nice to each other and love each other, and no more murder and no more killing. But then at the same time, it's like you can't get that because not everyone's going to want to do that or be capable of doing it. And so how do you get there? Like, it's super weird because it's almost like what the government is trying to do, which is come in and save us, is kind of really what we need. Because we need to come together as people and understand that what do we really need? We need food, we need water, we need shelter. And I guess medical care. Like, that's all technically humans need. And all this, and then we'll figure out entertainment later. Like, but we can't be, we don't need entertainment to survive right now. You still have procreating, and like that's entertainment. Process of that, and being with your family it's entertainment. And once your kids grow, it's entertainment. And so this is it's going to be a simpler life. Like I think of it as like tribes, the last tribes left in this world. Like, how do they still live? That's what we have to get back to. Where you get your food, you have your shelter, and you live day to day like that. And it's a simple life, and you don't ravage and steal from other communities. You just live, and you love, and you laugh. And then you don't have single moms working all the time just so the kids can survive, like, but neglecting the nurture and nature part. Like, it kills me, bro. It kills me. It's like I just wish I had enough money where I could just take care of all these single moms, and it sucks that someone else has to step in to help because the males, I don't know what they're doing a lot of times. I mean, there's good dudes out there. There is a lot of good dudes. But there's a lot of children that, young guys that are incapable of loving, are not healed, and they're broken, and they're leaving these strong-willed women to fend for themselves and their kids. Like, it's disgusting. You know, like, if you can do the deed, man, you got to take care of the consequence too, bro. Like, you don't get a free pass. Like, that's the point. That's completely the point. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy because I just don't know what to do. I really don't. But yeah, I'm super excited about everything. I'm super excited about being on a new platform. I need to study it. I need to probably have a little bit of time on it, and just figure out what's the best avenue for me. And then I may need to make sure and start watching some of my old videos and content, and just go through and write down notes about ideas or statements or sentences that I need to use on this platform, since they're so limited as far as time goes. Because, I mean, most of my talks are, like, so long. I mean, some of them are 4 hours long, only a few. You know, those were like those battle nights. In the very beginning, when I was really, like, super engulfed in the process. And I really actually need to re-listen to those, because it's been so long. It's been 40-something days since I even started the talking journey. And I kind of need to refresh my memory on it. All that information. And I can speed it up. So I'm thinking, you know, I can speed all those talks up. Even though it's a little bit harder for me to speed up my talks, because the cadence is off. Where, like, if I'm listening to other people's voices, the cadence doesn't matter, because it wasn't my cadence to begin with. It's their cadence. So for me, it's kind of super confusing because it's my cadence, and I know how it's supposed to be because I lived that moment. And so it's super confusing to me when I speed it up. But I may, after the first couple, I may be able to reprogram myself. The only issue is then I'll always have to have my cadence super fast after I talk. That's the only thing I worry about. Because I kind of like it just like it is. Because then I'm technically reliving exactly the way I was when I spoke it. So it's like me living the moment multiple times. And so I don't know what the answer is with that. I don't know if I can speed it up and it changes stuff or what. So I don't know. Plus, if I have music behind it, I can't really speed it up. Plus, like, it's probably like, I don't know, 200 gigabytes of information. Like, it's a lot, dude. I'm surprised, like, how much information I've already posted. Like, it's so much, and it's a lot. And it's really not, you know, I'm just a vessel. I'm just trying to be authentic and real, and just learn more every day, and just become the best version of me. Love the best that I possibly can. Help people the best I possibly can. Like, people that deserve it. Other helpers. Like, that's a lot of what's going on. Is I'm just seeing that, like, I'm meeting all these other helpers, and all the stories are the same, man. They give too much, and the other person's just incapable of. They're just not. They're takers. But it's because they're broken. Some people are just. I don't know. I don't know if it's just like. I've watched a lot of stuff, and it just says like, when you're a helper, an empath, like, and you have empathy, like, you attract narcissists. And so it looks like in every situation, it's almost like that. And I'm meeting the empaths, I'm meeting the helpers, and then it seems like their partners are all narcissists. And it's super confusing to me, man. And it sucks because it's like I'm talking to people and everyone's just like, they can't trust anyone, and they're just waiting for every relationship to turn bad. Like when someone just starts to get distant, and it's like, man, I try not to do any of that stuff. And as long as you're giving me stuff, I'm gonna give in return. And then the moment that you start distancing yourself from me, then I'm gonna distance. If it's worth it, like as long as you're not like trying to control me, or you change your behavior and you start becoming like a covert narcissist or whatever, and you start, talking down to me and stuff like that. Like when that stuff happens, yeah, I'm gonna distance myself because this is not worth it anymore. Like I have to protect myself, and I'm getting better. And that's where the ghosting comes in, because it's like, it's not worth my time. I'm not gonna go defend myself. Like, you know what you're doing. You're pushing me away. You're using me. I'm done. I don't have to be here. I know who I am. I know I'm giving you love. I'm giving you everything. And if you can take me for granted, then I gotta go. I'm sorry, but I gotta go. You gotta fix your own stuff. And if you're not doing the work, and if I'm not hearing audible changes in your thought process and stuff, like, I'm done. I can't just stay here forever. And I just can't do it. I don't have enough time. And I can't technically help everyone. I can try, but I can't. But today was cool, man. And little kids are fire, dude. I love little kids. They're so just innocent, and like they just want to have fun and eat, bro, and then have their safety and security. Like, it's so simple. And it's like, why can't we do that as adults? Have our fun, have our safety and security, and like eat, bro. And like have love and stuff. Like, it just seems simple to me. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. We just need our basic needs met, I think, man. But then again, like, I'm torn, because then it's like, or maybe this is how it should go. It should go government gone, small business owners and all the people that are higher class now continue to supply what they do. Keep people employed. Let them still reap the rewards and the stress, because they're the ones having all the stress. We just gotta shift the government. We gotta, I don't know, man. I don't know how it works, bro. It seems super complicated. I don't know, man. I think we have to delegate. Certain states have to create certain products and crops, and we have to delegate it like that. Every state has a cash crop, right? And then we barter it between the rest of the states in the world, so we can implement jobs, and each state can have more than one cash crop, and but we really got to become very simple at first, and then we can expand in time. Man, I think that's how it has to. Man, that's so weird. I just don't see it. I don't see what the transition is yet. I do not see it. Unless there's some way to conjure stuff in the thin air, I don't see it being a very easy transition. But maybe we can. You know? Maybe there is real miracles. And who knows, man? I don't know. I'm just talking. Like, who knows what love is capable of? And that's the point. It's like, who knows what we are capable of when we come together? Like, there's nothing that is impossible. And that's what's crazy. Is like, you gotta think of like inventions. Those are one man made these inventions most of the time. You know, like this one dude invented light bulbs, or this one dude invented this system. This, you know, like, or maybe a small group of people invented this kind of engine, or, you know, a college class invented this type of technology. So what, you know, who's to say if there was like 1,000 people together on each project, or 1,000,000 people on each project? Like, putting their minds together, like, dude, we could do anything. In a small amount of time, we could change everything. Just like crazy think tanks of, you know, instead of like a Google think tank of, you know, 50 people, like, what if it was a think tank of 1,000,000 people? Like, just reading information that other people have written, and just everyone just whiteboarding it all and building off of each other's information. Like, dude, it would take no time to solve any problem. Like, it'd be fire, man. And I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm excited about the future. I really am. But yeah, I just gotta, and tomorrow I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta check the weather out and probably go get material, and I gotta go to the bank and stuff like that, but and then kind of reevaluate real quick what I got to do, and I gotta go blast some work, and it sucks. I'm not happy about it, but I gotta pack my bag and just make myself set on a job, and just make crap happen this week. Whatever, we'll see. Ask for some strength from the universe and creator, and just go in and do it, make it happen, be done, get it behind me. I don't see another option. It had to be this way, I guess. It's perfect. I did delay it. I can't take it back now. I can't pity party myself on it. It's semi-embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing. But I just don't see any other way, man. I've just been struggling so bad, and this time of my life has been hard, and it's I really only bring emotion out when I'm talking, because I don't think about it on a day to day. But it's difficult, and other people are going through such harder times than I am. Like, they have other people that depend on them and stuff, and it's like, that's so much harder because they don't really have a choice. They didn't have the option to do what I did, and I think that's the reason. is I had to be free. I had to go through the whole process on my own. But I have to go through the process deeper and more in depth than everyone. Because I gotta help them through it in a slower, easier way. Or I gotta figure out the best way to do it as fast as possible. And I can sit there with them and help them do it. And because I'm just figuring out as I go. And then now I really know the basics of doing it. And there's a way to do it faster. Well, what you would need to do is you would need to figure out what your worst problems are. Like, you have abandonment issues, you have self-worth issues, you have guilt, you have all these things like you're not worthy, like so for me, I always think like mine would be abandonment issues. Ultimately, it stems a lot of other stuff. Like, it stems me not wanting to be close to people because they're going to leave me. Me not being able to trust people because you think they're going to screw you, or they don't love you, or you care too much, or you don't want to do... You want to be a people pleaser, which has to do with abandonment issues. Like, everything is going to be one or two big issues. I need to write this stuff down. I need to think about it. Or I need to look at other information that already have, like, all the type of issues, and then just put them on a piece of paper. And then when I talk to people, I can be like, look, like, seriously, take time and think about these issues. These are what they are. Tell me what you have. And then when we find these issues out, and then we go, this is what we're going to do. You're going to sit down with a piece of paper. The one page says abandonment. Go through your life real quick and write down just the Cliff Note version for each scenario where you felt abandoned. Starting from day one. Starting from the stuff that rooted this abandonment issue. And we're going to deal with it. And then we're going to see where you're at. And then we're going to go to the next one and see where you're at. And go to the next one and see where you're at. And then we're going to go to another subject. Maybe do three areas. Because I did my birth mom. I did the missionary. And then I kind of did, I was kind of good after that. Because then I understood the process, and then I could just instantly give it to all the other scenarios. So that's the point, is like, if you have abandonment, you got to figure out how to beat the hardest one first. And how to reshape it, how to learn your lesson, and then reshape it into gratitude. And then you go to the next one. And then you go to the next thing, like you have self-worth issues. And you start from day one, which is you don't feel worthy because your mom gave you up. So that's day one. And then you reshape that, and you just trick yourself. You go, well, she gave me up because she knew I couldn't have she knew I would have a better life. It had nothing to do with my worth. It was worth all of it. That's what she gave me up. She did the hardest thing possible, which would be give up her baby, and know that she would never see him again, and to break that bond and that love. That's how worthy I was. And whether or not it's a lie or not, who knows? That's the way I can reshape it and can take my power back. I am worthy. I was so worthy, my mom gave me up and knew she would never see me again so I could have a better life. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that she sacrificed that for me. That she would never see her son again so I could live, survive, and thrive, and become who I am today, this man. Like, that's fire. That's a hard-ass decision, bro. That's the hardest. And then they got to live with the guilt and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. That's a hard-ass decision. And they understood the repercussions. And they still did it. And they knew that that bond would never come back. And now I could be capable of looking her in the eyes and be like, thank you. You made the right decision. You're not a bad person. I love you. And that's it. That's the process. So now I can help people. I can sit with them, just me and them. And maybe we can reshape all their past really, really quick. And it doesn't defeat it. Like, it still happened. Like, it's still, the events still happen, but you changed your story. You changed his story to how you wanted it to be, and you took your power back. I mean, that's what this process is. That's why I had to do it this way. That's why I was only the one capable of doing it this way. This is why I created a life where I didn't have kids and a wife, where I could do it, and I didn't have utter dependence, so I could not work. So now I understand. I understand, and I'm excited about it, and I'm excited about the future, and I'm excited about stuff. I'm excited about people, and it's cool, man. It's super cool. And tonight was cool, and I hung out with somebody tonight, and it was cool. It was different. It's been a while since I really just hung out with somebody, and it was cool, man. I had zero expectations, and it was just cool. And it's kind of a weird scenario for me. It's a very different scenario for me. And I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around it. I don't know. I'm just kind of leaving it open for whatever happens. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. Plus, I'm such a different human being, bro. Like, I'm funny. I'm so funny. Because I'm just not who these people... I'm not who... I don't exist. I'm a unicorn, bro. Like, I will tell you one thing. My mom raised me right. And honestly... it makes me laugh. Because I ask a lot of questions to people. And the reason why I do it is I want them to hear what they're saying. And I had a conversation with somebody today, and I was like, dude, what do you want? And she was like, I want someone to step up for once. I want nice things. I want, I want to live a lifestyle like this. And I said, okay, that's cool. I was like, so you want all that stuff. Meaning you want your husband to be working all the time and then he neglects you with love and time. And she's like, well, I guess. I was like, what do you want? Do you want to be loved? Do you want someone to give you time? Or do you want all this materialistic stuff? Like, you tell me, like, this is why we're so confused as humans. It's because what's truly important? We're programmed that these material things will supply you with love, and they don't. It always fails. Because then they gotta be far from home to get this materialistic stuff. But really, ultimately, all humans want is love. But then they don't get it, so then they have to go out somewhere else and try and go get it. But then they still want the materialistic stuff. Like, I'm like, what do you really want? You're so confusing. You can't have both. Like, you can't. You either want love or you want material. And you have to compromise. Like, you have to compromise. You either want a husband at home that loves you and adores you and gives you time, or you want a husband that buys you cool stuff but doesn't love you because he doesn't have time, and you guys don't have time to share with each other. And when you do, it's not real time. It's not enough time. And you guys don't communicate. So it's super confusing to me because no one really knows what they want. They think they want this, but then they really want this. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. It sounds like someone's shooting a gun. Fireworks. Fireworks. Yeah, so I don't know, man, because it's super confusing, you know? It's like, what do you want? Because then you got the system of the world that you got to have so much money. So, like, I mean, I get it. I don't know, man. I just got to figure it out. I got to figure it out, and, because once I can figure it out, then we can try to implement it on a bigger scale. Like, once I figure out how to do it, where I can supply my wife with the materialistic stuff that she wants, and yet still give her enough time and attention that she doesn't try and cheat on me and go find it somewhere else. Like, that's the point. That's the point. That's the worst part. Or vice versa. Because if you're not getting the attention you need, they're going to go get it somewhere else. Like with children. It's very simple. And it's like dogs too. Dogs are the same way. If you don't get the attention they need, like, they're going to sit there and try and get it until you give it to them. And then if someone new comes in and they give them attention, they're going to go to them every time. Because they're giving them more attention. I don't know, bro. Like, it's weird. And, because it's weird. But the money system is what's destroying us. And the wages going up, and then we're not being able to, they're just nickel and diming us, man. And before we know it, we're all going to be hungry. All of us. All of us. No one's immune to this. No one's immune to this. And I don't know how to fix it. Without just taking a stand, but it's still going to be rough. There's still going to be real repercussions to it. And, honestly, like, I think we should just buy enough food to last for a minute, and then everyone just don't buy anything. Don't go out. Don't leave your house. Spend time with your family. You know? Have fun. Just everyone, stay at home. Take our power back. Don't buy gas. Like, yeah, it's going to be difficult, man, because some people, man, I don't know how we do it. Because some people can't afford to, like, we're living paycheck to paycheck. And, so they'd be taking a huge risk. I don't know how we do it. I don't know, bro. But I need to go to bed. I'll talk for an hour, but I'm tired. I gotta go to bed. So, holla. Peace. Love ya.